Hello everyone, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alifa Friska Maharani from class 06 SIGP 007. In this video, I'm going to present my analysis of a research article titled Lexical Production and Cognitive Control in Sequential Bilinguals Immersed in Two Different Contexts of Language Use. So, I've titled this presentation The Cognitive Impact of Bilingual Context because the study explores how different ways of using two languages affect both verbal and cognitive abilities in bilingual speakers. This study investigates how bilinguals use their languages in different settings, either separately or integratively, and how that influences their lexical production and cognitive control. It draws on major models like the inhibitory control mode and the adaptive control hypothesis, which both explain how bilinguals manage competing language system, especially when switching is involved. Previous research has shown mixed results regarding the so-called bilingual advantage in executive function, so the study aimed to clarify those inconsistencies by focusing on Spanish-English bilinguals in Mexico who live in very different linguistic environments. Okay, so this study involved 15 sequential bilingual young adults with Spanish as their first language and English as their second language. They were divided into two groups. The first one is the separate context group, live in central Mexico and use Spanish socially and English mainly for academic or media-related purposes. And the second one is the integrated context group, live near the US-Mexico border and use both languages interchangeably in their daily interactions. To collect data, as you guys can see on the slide, the researchers used LibQ and the Bilingual Switching Questionnaire to assess language exposure and code switching habits, and Lexstyle to measure vocabulary proficiency in both English and Spanish, and then category fluency test, where participants name as many words as possible from a given category. And the last one is flanker test, who tested attention and inhibition using visual reaction time responses. The data collected were analyzed using ANOVA and linear mixed effects models. These statistical tools help the researchers evaluate how language use context and switching frequency affected performance on both verbal and non-verbal tasks. Okay, so let's start with the category fluency test. All participants produce more words in Spanish than in English, which is expected since Spanish is their native language. However, in the integrated context group, those who reported higher daily exposure to English produced significantly more English words. There was a positive correlation between exposure and lexical production in their second language, but only for those in the integrated group. This pattern was not found in the separate group, suggesting that daily bilingual interaction can improve second language word fluency. Okay, next is flanker test, which measure nonverbal cognitive control. All participants perform well in terms of accuracy when identifying arrow directions, although the integrated context group had slightly faster reaction times overall. The difference wasn't statistically significant, but here's the key result. In the separate context group, a higher frequency of code switching was linked to greater interference effects, meaning they responded more slowly during conflicting trials. In contrast, in the integrated context group, this interference effect did not increase with more switching, showing that they managed conflicting information better. So, this study has several strengths. First, it combines both verbal and non-verbal tasks, offering a well-rounded view of bilingual performance. Second, it uses entropy scores to quantify language variability, which is more accurate than self-perception alone. And third, it includes real-life bilinguals from two culturally distinct regions, making the findings more relatable and applicable to real-world settings. However, there are some limitations. The study relies on self-reported data to measure language exposure and code switching, which may be biased. It also doesn't distinguish between different types of code switching, like within a sentence or between sentences, which could impact cognitive demands. And lastly, all tasks were conducted online, meaning participants could have been distracted or influenced by their home environments during testing. This study contributes valuable evidence to the adaptive control hypothesis, showing that the context in which bilinguals use their languages matters greatly. It suggests that not all bilinguals experience the same cognitive effects. Those who switch languages more naturally and frequently in integrated settings seem to develop stronger control mechanisms. The study challenges the idea that bilingual advantages are universal and instead shows they are shaped by daily language experience and environments. Alright, to conclude, the way bilinguals use their two languages, whether separately or integratively, has a measurable effect on both lexical production and cognitive control. Bilinguals in integrated environments who switch between languages often tend to perform better in English word fluency and show more efficient cognitive processing, especially when it comes to attention and inhibition. On the other hand, bilinguals in separate contexts face more interference as their switching frequency increases, suggesting higher cognitive effort. So, this study shows that being bilingual is not just about speaking two languages, it's about how and where those languages are used that really shapes our brain's response. Alright, thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope this explanation helped you understand how bilingual experience, especially the context of use, affects both language and the mind. See you in the next presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.